Hello everybody. Welcome to Super Saver Relationship Series. Today we're going to talk about something that's vital in making sure that you have a positive, peaceful, and productive relationship and it's successful. Today we're going to talk about trust after a betrayal. Because sometimes someone fumbled the bag and now y'all are trying to see if Humpty Dumpty can be put back together again. Okay? And sometimes, that's not gonna happen. Let's just keep it 100. Sometimes after a betrayal, it can't be put back together. But let's talk about the times that you can't get that trust back. Okay? So first and foremost, we have to acknowledge that the betrayal actually happened. You gotta do it loud, because most likely the betrayal was loud, so the acceptance of it and the process of building it back up has to be just as loud or even louder. Sometimes somebody messed up. They didn't make a mistake. They chose violence. And now, they want to act brand new. Like, oh, it wasn't that deep. Nah, it was a 12-foot dive into the betrayal pool. That's what it was. Let's not play dumb, okay? Definitely don't want to play dumb. Definitely want to acknowledge when you done messed up and what you're going to do to ensure it doesn't happen again. So, step one is you want to definitely use transparency, or you could get the fruit out of here with whatever you plan on doing. You don't get to say, oh, you can trust me again, while still being shady. If your phone still got a password and you won't share, or you flinch every time it vibrates or they reach for it, ma'am, sir, what are you hiding? What you hiding? If it's nothing, then be about it. Let them see what's going on. Let them. At this point, once you done violated, once you done messed up, if you still guarding the phone, if you still guarding your secrets, then you're done. There's no point of continuing down the path of redemption. You got me? Step two, actions speak. You feel me? The louder your actions are, the stronger the apology. You said, I'm sorry. That's cute. That's cute. It is. Now go do the 5,000 acts of loyalty it takes to unfumble the bag. You on a long journey. You on a long journey. And it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot to get back in the good graces of your partner. Apologies without change, that's pretty much just manipulation with good grammar. You just out here sounding like a thesaurus meta dictionary, trying to figure out the words you could use to get back in their good graces. And the fact of the matter is, it's all about the actions. Putting actions to your words. Step three, you definitely want to make sure you're utilizing emotional maturity, or go sit in the timeout corner. Go sit your age down in the timeout corner and figure out your life. If the betrayed person brings up the betrayal because they not over it yet, and your response is, oh, we still talking about that, you still mad? Then, let me tell you something. You ain't sorry. I'ma just keep it 100. You're just tired of being reminded that you ain't here. When the person brings up the betrayal, acknowledge it. It shouldn't be, oh, you still on that. It should be, I'm sorry, babe. You know, I know it still lingers. I know you still upsets you, and I'm truly sorry. And I want to continue down this path of forgiveness and continue reassuring them. Continue reassuring them that you are sorry and that you'll want to continue everything you possibly can to get forgiveness and get back on the path of trust. All right? Number 4. You're going to have to all over again apply for the job of trustworthy, for the position of trustworthy. Right now you're on probation. You're on probation. You got demoted. Okay? And you reapplying to get back in their good graces. It just is what it is. Now, what's the position requirements? Well, for one, you gotta do daily check-ins. You gotta do daily check-ins. You know, you want to make sure that they are okay, that they feel secure, they feel safe. You want to make sure you ain't doing no suspicious behavior, man. You want to make sure you ain't moving and acting shady. Like I said, the phone rings, or they now want to ask you for your phone. Give it up, player. Give it up. That's it. Immediately respond to who was that? Who you talking to? Listen, you on probation. It is what it is. So, again, you want to make sure you providing them with security and safety, and they know you could be trusted. So answer. Oh, that's my homeboy. Oh, that's my mom. That's homegirl. She called again. And I'm trying to tell her, stop calling. Be open, be honest. That's part of the path of getting back on trust. That's just what it is. This is what it's going to be until they feel safe and secure. Okay? If you get defensive during this time, trust they're going to think you guilty. If you can't answer a question without turning it into some type of TED talk and debate about your trauma, then you still shady. You still acting shady. And no, you don't trust me. You just don't trust. No, they don't. And they not until you prove you're trustworthy. That's just what it is, man. You got to accept it. You just got to accept what it is. You in the doghouse, you done messed up. And now it didn't take a day for them to trust you, and it ain't gonna take a day for that trust to be rebuilt again. It just is what it is. Okay? Another thing you want to make sure is that you're not gaslighting the person that you hurt. Gaslighting, it is detrimental to people's health. It is detrimental to people's emotional and mental well-being, and it's not right to do. We're gonna keep it 100. Let me say this real slow for the gaslighters with the canteen in the back. You do not get to dictate someone else's healing timeline. You broke it. They get to cry about it for minutes, hours, days, months. Don't roll your eyes like they're being over dramatic, or they're overthinking this, or it's not what you think. You brought the drama here. You did. They didn't. They was minding their business and discovered your faulty ass for the goofy person you are. So don't gaslight them. Don't make them seem, or don't make them feel like what they're feeling isn't true or valid. Okay? If you're the one who got done dirty, then like I was saying about boundaries, set the boundary. Hold the line, wear your crown. If they ain't gonna do the work, cut them loose. Cut them loose, that's it. You ain't got time for the bullshit. You're not a rehab center for grown folks. And you're definitely not a rehab center for grown folks who don't want to change. Okay? So keep all these tips in mind and make sure you are doing all that you can after you betray somebody to continuously work on your path to forgiveness and your road to redemption. All right, y'all. So that's my little $1 worth of information. Hope you put it in your emotional banks so that you can use it to pay attention when the time comes. Peace.